This is Adam here from DirectionTrader.com. I'm on a laptop right now. I took my computer into my computer guy to get worked on, so I don't have all my tools that I would normally have for doing my daily videos. But we're going to try to make do here with what we got, and should be back up with all my normal tools tomorrow afternoon. So, all right. So let's start here. We're just going to go over some price levels for the major markets we're trading. Today I'm going to talk about the ES, gold, and crude market. Start out here at the daily chart on the ES. You can obviously see this thing has not even shown a whimper of weakness. Every little pullback just implements a little better buying opportunity pretty much for anybody looking to do any swing trades and so on and so forth. The whole concept of come May, go away, it may be in effect, but as of right now, there's no sign of any reason to go away, guys. Let's go back and look at a smaller time frame. This is an 8-range chart. I do see a potential pullback over the next few days. As you can see, we've been in an obvious up channel here. Rising price all the way up. We have an up channel here. We are testing the highs of the channel here. If I were to grab a little circle here, you're going to see the highs and lows of the channel. We're definitely sitting at the highs of the channel at the moment, and we're looking for the price to come back and somewhere settle and possibly retest the lows of this channel over the next week or so. So, as far as the ES goes, I do see a potential for a little bit of weakness here. You can see momentum has obviously gotten much weaker as we've been traveling sideways since last Friday for the most part, a little bit higher. As you can see down here, the momentum itself has gotten a little bit weaker. So for the ES, it is chopping higher, but I do see a little bit of a pullback over the next week or so. Let's move forward and let's look at the crude. Crude, I talked about yesterday, being in this anywhere from this 95 to about 98 level. In the past, it has used that level quite frequently. You see here again. Once it broke above the 95, it retested 98, and then it chops here at 95 to 98, breaks down, uses 95 as resistance right through here, and so on and so forth. And we're back doing it again. Come up, we breach 95, we come straight up to 98, then we start chopping around a little bit in here, sell off, and we do it again. We're back up to that level. So I'm seeing it back up to that level. We hit up here at 97, 97.5. And we see some weakness coming in. So over the next week or so, just like the ES, I see some weakness coming in. I see a potential sell-off here on crude. I see crude going ahead and selling off here moving forward. Let's look at a smaller chart here. You can see crude's got a well-established wedge coming in here. Let me pull up a little bit of a drawing tool here, guys. I'll need that. Alright, guys, here we go. You can see we have a definite wedge here, and we have several areas of support inside of that area. Let me shut that real fast. Alright, here. As you can see, there's multiple areas of support along this little push down. So, as far as crude goes, I've seen us get up into this little 95 to 98 area. 95 to 97.5 starts to chop, but ultimately every single time we do get that push down. So look for crude to go ahead and tank here over the next, I would guess, week or so, and then probably push further on down into the future. So I'm looking for crude to go ahead and sell off into the future, but we do have a lot of areas of support and resistance. So if we decide to chop around in here for the next couple days, that's fine. You can see we do have some well-established support and well-established following resistance here. And if it does break this following resistance, we have price level here at 96.25. Now, in the future, if it does break 96.25, it's got a lot of room to the upside to go ahead and reach. It's got basically pretty open for about 100 ticks of room here. So if we do breach and break 96.5, 96.25, 96.5, we're going to go ahead and keep taking pullbacks all the way up to the 97, 97.20 area. So That's crude. Let's look at gold as our final market here for this price level. Gold is also starting to fall down. The reason I'm going over these markets and I see these falling so much is I'm looking at the dollar, and the dollar looks like it wants to rise to me. The dollar looks like it wants to rise to me, so that should help the crude and the gold market push their way down as well as the market itself. So I'm seeing a little bit of an area of selling off here for the gold market. If you can obviously see, we're in a down channel here. I'm just going to make this very basic, guys. Definitely we're channeling down, and now we have broken with that strong volume to the downside. We've broken, come back and retesting the falling resistance here, and now I see the market just going ahead and tanking. Let's take a quick look over here at the smaller time frames, and you see the exact same thing. See that type of price movement. You see the even intraday, you see it channeling down over the the past here, and we do have some well-established support and resistance coming across here. We're looking at the well-established areas like the 95, the 57.5, and then the 65, and then over here at 52.5. So about every 2 to 2.5 points, there's some really, really good support here, guys. So about every 2.5 points, you can see we got some really, really good support lines here. 2 to 2.5 points is about what this market's moving before it finds some really, really good areas of support and resistance. So watch these markets. I see the market over the next week, and then crude and gold I see falling off for quite some time now. The ES, you never know. Let's go back and look at that real fast, but I really see I see some potential to the downside. May not happen tomorrow, but it's definitely going to happen, in my opinion, over the next week's time. So if we go back to the ES real fast, that's the one that I think is maybe just in a pullback in an uptrend. And the reason I say that is because we are sitting at the previous highs of this channel. Maybe see a little bit of a pullback, maybe retest these levels a little bit, and then continue its push to the upside. Unless it starts to get choppy, and then sell and go away in May. So that's the recap today. Sorry I didn't have all my tools for drawing and doing a detailed video here, but I think I got my point across pretty well on this laptop. If you guys got any questions, come by directiontrader.com. And if you're interested, take a trial in the live trading room and come watch me day trade these markets live. So that's it for today. You guys have a good afternoon.